much, Janet. It's indeed an honor. When I look at this group of people behind me, I won't repeat their names, but I've known many of them through the years, some 10 years ago, some 20, some 30, and some 40, but some 40 are gone. Many of them have lost their jobs, they've lost their positions, they've suffered imprisonment, jail time, they've been fined, they've suffered persecution, and some are gone, like Mr. Shifley, who I dearly loved and respected. You know, they all have one thing in common, which reminds me of a story. When I first got into politics, they said in the court system, they said 3 things you have to have for being a good candidate. That's honesty, dedication, and experience. So I went to a seasoned old judge and told him that. And he said, Roy, he said, that's not really correct. He says, you don't need honesty, dedication, and experience. What you need to do is have eyeglasses. It shows people that you study a lot and read a lot. And I've come to where I have to have glasses when close range. Now, he says the next thing is you have to have graying hair, thinning hair. Well, as you can see, mine's been going for a while. And he said you have to have that to show your age. You have to be studied and be of an age proper. And then he said, and then you have to have one other thing. I said, what's that, Judge? He said, you have to have hemorrhoids. And I said, Judge, I don't understand that. I don't have hemorrhoids. He said, well, you have to have hemorrhoids. And I said, why? He said, well, it gives you a concerned look. I think the one thing that drives these people to come from places all across our country, from California and Texas and Ohio and Maryland and Pennsylvania, New York, Florida, Illinois, the one thing we have in common is a concern for our country and concern for our future. I want to thank every one of them individually. It's been a great honor. It's been a great encouragement to hear them. They know what they're talking about, I think. They know that this country faces rough times ahead if we don't go back to the one upon whom it is founded. I thank all of you who have come to support me in this campaign. I sincerely appreciate your support and look forward to serving the United States Senate. One thing I would like to see happen in our country is unity. I said I wanted to see unity. I never dreamed that I would succeed even before I got elected. But I have unified the Democrats and the Republicans in fighting against me because they don't want me there. As you know, the Washington Post has brought some scurrilous, false charges, not charges, allegations, which I have emphatically denied time and time again. They're not only untrue, but they have no evidence to support them. 2 of the speakers up here said words that I caught. One said unsubstantiated, and another said unproven. Another said they were fake. All of that is true. And the Washington Post is certainly not evidence. What I want to do in this campaign is very simple. It's get back to the issues which some are avoiding addressing. I haven't had one question from the press or the media about issues in this case since these allegations have occurred. What is important is how we address the future of this country, about cutting taxes, rebuilding our military, repealing Obamacare, and putting good justices on the federal and Supreme Court of the United States. We've got to stop judicial supremacy or we're losing our government. Many of you have recognized that this is an effort by Mitch McConnell and his cronies to steal this election from the people of Alabama, and they will not stand for it. They overcame $30 million and voted me in the primary, and now they're trying a different tactic. They even, well, the other day we got a call from one big magazine, that you all recognize if I say the name, I don't want to say it, but they got a call and said, asked me to step down from the campaign. Well, I want to tell you who needs to step down. That's right. Come on. That's Mitch McConnell. Come on! There's been comments about me taking a stand. Yes, I have taken a stand in the past. I'll take a stand in the future, and I'll quit standing when they lay me in that box and put me in the ground. I'm proud to stand with people that I see behind me and with the people of Alabama to bring forth the truth to Washington, D.C. Not just about what we stand for, but what the people of this country stand for. An acknowledgement of God, an acknowledgement of the Constitution, an acknowledgement that we need moral value back in our country. And without God, we can never succeed. I want to thank you for coming here. I want to close with just saying, may God bless you, bless the state of Alabama, and the United States of America. Thank you.
Now the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's take a few questions. As Judge Roy Moore, I want to give you a treat. Part of this is we just want to honor you, just want to bless you. Our whole idea is here just to encourage you, to stand with you, and as our gift to you, and I know that won't hold very long, but as Reagan said, we paid for this microphone. We want to allow questions regarding issues. So let's see if we can break into something and not handle anything else about the unsubstantiated allegations. As you've said, the Washington Post is not evidence, and we're going to talk about issues today. If anyone has a question about issues. Yes, sir.
The major issue here is, Judge, did you touch any of these women who have accused you of touching them? Just answer unequivocally. This is a room of faith. God's with you too. Answer the question.
He's already answered that question.
Answer that question.
He's already answered that question.
Not to do that.
Listen, he's already answered that question. It is absolutely, he has spoken repeatedly. In fact, I heard him answer that question as Sean Kennedy. We paid for this microphone. And what I want to say is he's answered that question repeatedly, and it was answered sufficiently, as was on Sean Hannity. Let's take a look. Let's take the next question. Yes, sir. Next question, sir.
Does Judge Roy Moore categorically deny he dated high school girls, teenage high school girls, when he was in his 30s?
You read his letter, and it addresses that very clearly. Next. What I want to do is next question. I paid for the microphone. I'm sorry. Yes, sir. Do you have a question about an issue? All right. Well, we appreciate you staying and coming, and I'm glad you got more church than you probably had in the last 10 years.